is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with David from Ravensburger looking at kNOW, which came out in German late 2018.
Yeah, in November.
Okay, now we have an English edition coming out.
In the third quarter of 2019.
Okay, so now it makes sense to cover the game, because before it was a German language trivia game, which we have a mostly US audience. We have a German version on here, but we have English cards on the side. David can show us how to play.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. kNOW is the first quiz board game worldwide that always stays up to date. So we have the advantage of not having to print the answers on the cards, but that we only printed the questions on the cards and then solve the questions via the Google Assistant. So if we were to ask who's the Prime Minister of England, that is something that is bound to change, I'd say, within the next 6 months.
That's right. Sooner than later at this point.
At this point, yes. So we have the advantage of, well, having really real-time information.
Okay.
And this gives us, well, mechanically or, from the forms of questions, we have a huge mechanical advantage because we can ask questions that are context-sensitive. So, for instance,
will change over time as well as you're playing the game in the future.
They will either change on the location, on the date, or on the time of day. How many days do you think is it until Christmas? Christmas Eve.
Yes, 330.
330. I'd say less.
Okay.
So as we're only two, it's not as fun to play. And normally you would write it down, so you cannot do the trick that I just did and just say less. And let's ask Google.
Okay.
Okay, Google. How many days until Christmas?
Christmas Day will be in 326 days.
So I said less.
I was close.
It was really close.
That's right.
I wouldn't have guessed as well as you did, but
that's right. It's the Price is Right challenge, where you just go less.
Yeah, and we have 10 different forms of play, like your already known quiz questions, your estimation questions that we've just heard, but also questions where you have an answer and have to ask Google a question that it answers with the answer that is looked for. Okay. And I'd like you to try it and ask the Google Assistant a question that he answers with the word, or where within the answer is the word president.
Okay. Ask a question with the word president in the answer.
Yes.
So you could say, and you just answer, lead off with Google, blah, blah, blah. That's it? Okay, Google?
Or hey.
I don't do this.
You don't have to. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No.
He already heard us talking about him.
That's right. Hey, Google, what is Donald Trump's title in the U.S. government?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Oh, so badly formed question.
A more easy question for Google would be to answer, who's Donald Trump? So he'd just say, all right, he's a businessman, born in, and he's currently the 45th president of the United States.
Okay, so you got to have a properly formed question in there, but that's the challenge for me, the player, to learn the form. It's pretty easy to learn. You've been doing this a lot.
I've been doing this quite a lot. This works via the Google Assistant that you either have in your home with the Google Home series, or it's installable on every usual smartphone.
Okay.
So either it's pre-installed with Android, or you can install it on iOS or other operating systems. And if you say, all right, I don't have signal, I don't have battery charge, and I really don't want to talk to Google all day, we even have a good third of the questions that are also without the Wi-Fi symbol, so they're playable offline.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. Hey, Google, say thank you, David. No?
Louder.
Hey, Google, say thank you, David.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Oh. Google is not everything I want to be.
It works a bit differently.
As you can tell, I have zero experience with this type of thing. I don't use Siri. I don't use Google. I'm out.
I don't know, but I get it.
That's right.
I get it. I've been using it. I've been using it since July.
Yes.
And other than the game, I don't use it very lot because I don't have a programmable coffee machine that I just can scream at Google from my bed. Okay, Google, make me a coffee, please.
Someday.
Yeah, someday, maybe.
All right. Thank you, David, for the
pleasure.
overview.